All right, this is Dave Keys, and hello. If you're watching this video, you're on my YouTube channel or one of the Facebook channels. If you're on my private Facebook channel seeing this is for the SEO folks that follow me on Facebook. And you can also watch this on Dave Keys Media, both on YouTube and Facebook. Without further ado, I'm going to share my screen. And this first screen that you see here is a chart for Realty, not Realtor, but Realty.com, a competitor in the space that is quite small compared to Zillow and Realtor and Redfin and those guys. But what we're looking at here is their organic traffic over the last couple of years. The blue line is how many links they've got referring to them, backlinks to their website, and organic pages is the yellow line. So the orange line is the organic traffic, and you can see it kind of went up and down over the last couple of years, Google updates, and then a lot of activity here as it started to go up amidst a slew of Google updates right here, and the updates took it back down. This is a pattern familiar on a lot of real estate websites, that these updates took place, and shortly after that summer of updates in the fall, these sites started losing a lot of traction. By the time the Google helpful content update hit, a lot of sites lost everything. Right, so let's look at the data here. We're looking at 80 to 90,000 visits a day, organic traffic on their website. Pretty admirable. And then the big drop right here, and they're down to 20,000 to 30,000. So that's a big hit, and their revenues are dependent on that. Let's look at the factor here that really influences it when they made a real effort. And this line moves up and down a lot because of what the software at Ahrefs is picking up on their website during their scans, but obviously they're not deleting that many pages. But we can follow the trend. Organic traffic took a hit. Google did a lot of communicating about what they expect in terms of content. Real estate websites tend to have content that's syndicated, and it's on lots of sites. So if what you're trying to rank is also on Zillow and Realtor, why should Google even rank your page at all? Because that content is known to be in an authority website like Zillow, and that's where people go. So why would Google put up different results? And they generally don't. In fact, you're not going to win this game trying to rank a website with IDX content against competitors. Zillow and Realtor and those sites pretty much take the top for homes for sale searches, real estate for sale, and it's important as an SEO for you to remember that if your client wants to rank for those terms, they're always going to be behind those big sites. It's still valuable to rank for them, but it's a very long game. And it takes a lot of power, a lot of backlinks, and a lot of content all together to rank. All right. What happened? You follow the yellow line. They finally got with the game after years of being in existence, and they really upped their content game. Organic pages up to 150,000 right here. And what happened? Their organic traffic finally trended upward, and they are now at about 90% of what they were at their peak with organic traffic. Now, I'm going to switch to another screen because I want to point out something here. This is still the same site, and this is just another rehash. So I had that screen up, and then I took the second one here. But you can see their organic pages and their organic traffic finally are correlating and improving. Look at that result right there. 71,000, almost up to the 90,000 they had before, and it's extremely valuable. Let's see if I got the values here, and I do, along with paid traffic. So we'll look at paid traffic here. They have been doing paid traffic until their organic finally settled in for a real increase. Paid traffic up to $179,000 on 18 July. Now they've kind of cut down, and they're spending a lot less, maybe $1,000 a day on paid traffic. And here's just a couple $100. But look at the organic traffic. It's now outpacing everything. Even back here, paid traffic is 40,000 with a huge budget. And here they've got organic traffic of 56,000, and the only budget is expended on creating the content. You can see why that's valuable. All right, the value of the traffic. I thought I had it. We'll just click it on this chart right here. So let's look at the organic traffic value. Organic pages. We'll turn off the paid traffic and the paid traffic cost. And so we'll just pick a spot here. Organic traffic, 57,000. Organic traffic value, $25,000, almost 26. They have 171,000 organic pages. Now that is 1 day's value. A couple days later, 57,000, $25,000 of value. So every day they're spending the money that it takes to create content, but they're obtaining the value of $25,000 a day. So every 4 days, they've got $100,000 worth of traffic value for free, as far as paying for for Google Ads. So they're saving an enormous amount of money by just creating that content. And that could be the whole point of this video. We'll look at what's available in the market right now. Economic data says that 765,000 homes are for sale right now. And that's in a market with really severe shortages and inventory starting to loosen up and prices are coming down some. But at the same time, there's 3 million real estate agents, and about 165,000 of them have active realtor licenses. So that's probably a closer number. But yeah, as far as who's active in selling real estate, but that's essentially 2 real estate agents for every deal, every home for sale. There's 2 agents that want a piece of that pie, meaning that statistically, in those terms, there's a deal for an agent every 2 months. So it's a little bit of a tough environment for a real estate agent. And many of them are trying to turn to SEO and get their websites to rank for homes for sale because there's a lot of search traffic for homes for sale, but they're not making it. I created this little website as a test back in the summer. It's got a whole 15 pages that are indexed in Google right now. So it's a very tiny website, yet the analytics says I got 69 new users in the last 30 days on a little tiny site like that. Now, there are agents who are creating websites and getting no traffic at all. Well, it pays to create content. Here's a website that's been around for a long time in Southern California, the Irvine Housing Blog, since September 2006. So they are some 16 years old, and they stopped publishing back in February, this last post, which is 10,000 words and dozens of photographs of this Prado condo, this condo community. And photographs, a very long post. Like I said, it's about 10,000 words long. Very comprehensive. This was posted in February of 2019. Yet to this day, with their, what have they got? About 1,190 results and being 16 years old, that comes out to about a blog post a week, give or take a little. And they are still getting traffic, by the way, and I guess I closed that window, but their traffic value is about $2,000 to this day. That's what they pay to get traffic that they're getting. And it's not that high. It was 600 visits a day or something like that. Now, Zillow, a lot of agents want to compete with Zillow. And Zillow's got 99 million backlinks. And so lots of agents think that backlinks are going to get them a page 1 result for homes for sale in my city. It's not going to happen for a long time. It can eventually happen, but they need not only the backlinks, they need some very comprehensive content, especially since the Google Helpful Content update earlier this fall. Here's an example of a site that's doing just that. Raleigh Realty Homes in the Raleigh real estate market. Now, these guys are 7 years old. You can see that right here in the Wayback Machine on archive.org. And they have about 450 posts on their website in their blog. That's aside from the IDX content, which they have plenty of it. It's a big website. But this 456 results, again, is about one post a week, maybe one post every 5 or 6 days that they've been posting year in and year out. And they receive an enormous amount of traffic. Here's the Irvine Housing Blog's data that I thought I'd close. I just got it the wrong position. So traffic is 611 per month. Value is 2.2K, $2,000 a month for a website that has been basically abandoned since 2019. And yet all that content continues to generate traffic. It is the most guaranteed way for a real estate agent to get traffic to their website is to create content about their community. Meanwhile, Raleigh Realty Homes, because they have invested for 7 years into creating content, look at the traffic value. They're getting 127,000 visitors a month, and that's down 51,000 probably because the housing market is going into a slide right now and everybody's impacted by that. The traffic value is $170,000 a month. Now, they're not putting that into paid traffic at all. There's flat line here because they're not paying for traffic. They're getting that traffic essentially for free based on whatever they invested to create those 465 blog posts. So even if they cost $1,000 a blog post, they're getting that over and over and over again in traffic value every month in and month out from here on out. So the value is there. The return is substantial and permanent. And yet so many real estate agents don't want to create new traffic or new content. They, even with the traffic obviously there, they would rather not have to deal with creating content. While content does help win the game, and in some cases it can win the game completely. Homes for sale in Oceanside, California, an example. Ads and organic results belong to the big players: Realtor.com, Lennar, Corcoran, Zillow, Redfin, Trulia, Movoto, and go on down to position 10, first page, Homes.com, Rocket Homes, Coldwell Banker. Not one local agent on the entire page. And there's plenty of local agents who would like to sell a home in Oceanside where values are $1 million. All right. Back to Realty.com. 447 results on their blog. So they have really taken up an effort to create blog posts. They're not the best. A lot of them are still pursuing homes for sale in X city, but they are creating content. And obviously, even that site, being a middle ground player, is being rewarded richly for it. Another area for your realtor clients is YouTube, and many of them just don't touch it. Here's a video I created a year ago. Consistently gets views. And it's just what are the safest neighborhoods in Menifee, California. 1.2 thousand views, and you can see it isn't just a spike, but a continuing trend of more views each month. Now, something like that would be very valuable to a real estate agent and give them plenty of time to get in front of their audience. Content creation, along with a decent link campaign, which tends to happen naturally as you create content. And you might have noticed that on the Realty.com site, that their links suddenly went up drastically when they started increasing the level of their content. That's the end of this video. You can reach me on YouTube or my Facebook page or at my website, davekeys.com. Thanks for watching.